Hey y'all, welcome in. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Y'all, we're going to be talking about Day 26, Diddy's R&B group. They had an interview with Vlad TV and they were kind of, expressing some situations and some things that they experienced while they were, dealing with Diddy. So Day 26 alleges Diddy sent cryptic message seemingly discussing human trafficking. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. It says a member of the R&B group Day 26 has alleged that Sean Diddy Combs or a member of Combs' inner circle once sent him a cryptic email discussing human sacrifices. Oh my God. During an interview with Vlad TV, Day 26 member Q and his groupmates discussed their dealings with Combs during their time working with the mogul in the late 2000s. At one point during the sit down, Q casted Roger Barnes, Combs' former head of security, who has spoken out against his former employee, as a hypocrite and being complicit in Combs' alleged reign of terror. Y'all, Roger Barnes, I thought that, he was, seeing some things as he probably admitted from what I seen in some of his interviews. But I mean, I did not know that, other things like this were, I guess done by Roger Barnes, I guess, needless to say. But y'all, let's continue. So it says he also claimed email from either Combs or Bonds that left him frightened for his life as a message felt sacrificial in nature. That is kind of scary, especially when you're a mogul. They say the higher you go, the darker it gets. So was this message so traumatizing to where, I mean, it left all these years later trauma still with Q? I mean, it sounds like the message was really rough in nature. It says my thing with Roger Barnes was I had an issue with him and I was kind of nervous around them because I was in an email and I saw some things in a personal email that threw me off guard. Q began. I understand you're crying now of the trauma that you've seen, but what about the trauma you put me through when I read that email? He asked, beginning to tear up. Y'all, they say that this interview on Vlad was very, very like heart wrenching. I haven't seen it, but I do want to see it. Matter of fact, I probably watch it here shortly. But they said it was sad. But let's continue. It says that's why it's not just Sean that's guilty. They're all effing guilty, man. I don't just put the blame on Sean. I blame everybody that's in his circle. They're all minions and they all want to be like him. And if they can't be like him, they try to come against him. If they don't got the money or they can't get it as quick as him or whatever he's doing to get it, then all of a sudden it's like, let's turn on him now. It says, when asked to expound on the contents of this email, the crooner declined to divulge details, but explained that he was disturbed enough to inform his family and friends of the perceived threat. Wow. I'll keep it very short. Things felt very sacrificial, Q told Vlad. I don't want to sound like I'm a conspiracy person, because I'm not. But when you're under a powerful man, it's just I can't go into details right now. But sir, I'll tell you, it felt like some sacrificial stuff was going on, man. It felt like it felt very scary and weird to the point where I ran to get help. I ran to a doctor. I spoke with my family. I spoke up to people around me because I was like, if this is true and I come up missing or unalived or something, I want you guys to know facts and the truth of what I'm going through and experiencing. Day 26 working relationship with Combs began during each member's appearance on the fourth season of Making of the Band, which ended with their group being handpicked by Combs and signed to Bad Boy Entertainment. The quartet released 2 albums on the label, their self-titled debut in 2008 and Forever in a Day in 2009, but would later part with Combs and release 3 more albums, including their most recent release, Day Ones. Combs is currently incarcerated at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, as he awaits his trial on federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges. The disgraced entrepreneur and impersonator has pled not guilty to all charges and continues to maintain his innocence. So, y'all, I have not watched this. Like I said, I have not watched this interview, but it seems like it was like I said, very, very, heart-wrenching, sad. Was there something to the effect where they knew that it was some dark stuff going on? I mean, as he explained, but how dark? I mean, according to what I've read, research, the higher you go, the more dollars you get, the more, sacrificial, dark it gets. Well, how dark it gets like really dark, disgusting. Even Chopper was saying that, like he said in one of his interviews that once you get more money, like go higher, in the industry, like the darker it gets. Because I believe Chopper experienced something, terrible too. I'm not saying to this effect, but I believe from what I understood, he, experienced something. But this is really sad. But as we all know, Diddy was doing a lot of things to a lot of his groups, a lot of people that he had, dealings with. People were scared of him because he was a powerful person. He was, he was a mogul, right? So this situation with Day26, dealing with whatever they dealt with at that time, it was sad. It was very, very sad. So, y'all, needless to say, we're going to see what is going to be going on with Day26. I believe from what I hear, from what I heard, that one of these, I'm not sure if it's Q, I believe one of them has an upcoming lawsuit coming, but don't quote me on that, y'all. Don't quote me on that. But y'all, Diddy has done a lot, like I said, to a lot of people, a lot of people. A lot of lawsuits are coming out left and right. Y'all know there was 10 that was coming down. It's supposed to be coming down the pipeline within the next 7 to 10 days. So we're gonna be waiting on those lawsuits and checking and seeing what who those lawsuits, what they entail, what they're talking about, and everything above and beyond that. Say we So, needless to say, we're going to watch out for the lawsuits on Diddy. We're going to be checking and seeing if any of these guys in Day26 is going to have a lawsuit out. If they do, what it entails, what are they saying? But, some things that they went through, I can imagine they are probably traumatized. I mean, just from the reading this article. But we're going to see, you guys. We're going to see. But y'all, thank you guys for stopping in. Like, share, and subscribe. And y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. And always lead with love, peace, and tranquility. Bye.